Arlette Gondry is a celebrity at home and internationally. At her cafe in Bénouville in Normandy, she welcomes visitors from around the world, particularly from the UK.
You've been biking a long way, have you?
Dorset, Hampshire, Dorset, and this guy's in Bristol.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm from Portsmouth. Yeah.
Her visitors are thrilled to talk with one of the last people still alive who witnessed D-Day. 80 years ago, right here, on the night of the 5th to 6th of June, Arlette, her sister, and their parents lived through the Normandy landings. Their cafe, also their home, was the first to be liberated in occupied France.
We suddenly heard above our heads the shutter from the dining room was being forced open. The window panes were being broken, so we thought the Germans were coming in to get us. Daddy left us, walked the few steps leading into the kitchen, and was faced by two soldiers who said to him, "Monsieur, it's okay, we're British, we've arrived."
The British were part of the 6th Airborne Division. Arriving in gliders, their mission was to take control of two bridges, one in Ronville and the other in Bénouville, known today as Pegasus Bridge, right next to Café Gondry. Arlette says she witnessed the British troops carry out an extraordinary feat of arms.
So this is a shrine and a monument, but it's still a family home. At the time, the village was important, the two bridges were important, the cafe was important. But whenever they returned where they were welcome with open arms, where we showered them with presents, we put them up.
In the decades since, veterans and their families have continued to come to Café Gondry. At each anniversary, they commemorate the operation. Arlette has kept the memory alive, giving out champagne, just as her father did in June 1944.
Our fallen comrades. Fallen comrades.
The young ones of today have equally good intentions towards them as I have towards the old soldiers. My wish is that we commemorate all together the freedom and the affection that was given us at the time.
50 kilometers away, Michel de Gouville also witnessed D-Day. He was 10 years old.
Marks left by shrapnel from the war. There too, all dates back to the war.
Michel, his 9 siblings and their parents lived on the Normandy coastline. Early in the morning of June 6, 1944, they ran to their makeshift shelter.
Obviously, the hole has been filled over time. But we were there, right there. We spent 2 days there. The strongest memories I have are of the planes flying over our heads and the deafening sound of the warships. The sea is very close.
Naval
guns pounded the shore batteries.
The bombings prepared the ground for the British troops landing at the fishing port near Michel's home, Port-en-Bessin. Despite the hail of fire, Michel remembers feeling hope.
We weren't really scared. We weren't really scared. No, we were living with the hope of liberation and an end to the German occupation. That was the dominant idea.
By his side, Michel's wife Marguerite has more traumatic memories of D-Day. She was 8 and living in the city of Caen.
The walls, the picture frames, the furniture started falling down. The plates on the wall were smashing. I was completely terrified. The terror I had of planes stayed with me for years. Whenever I heard a plane, I bent down. I was very, very scared.
80 years later, the couple from Normandy have not forgotten those trying hours.
It was a turning point in history, the end of the occupation. It was really quite something.
We often welcome Americans, Germans, English people here, and when I see children, I talk to them about it. I tell them, when I was 8, when I was your age, I witnessed the landings. I was there for D-Day. I was 8 years old, I was in Caen. I make the link between what we lived and the good fortune we had to have been saved. It was a miracle. That's what I remember.